Hey everybody, right here, it's Topher, and this is a new thing for us. I mean, we've done this in the past. We used to hop on and we were always live on YouTube, and we always did all this stuff. Then we got away from it, and now we're deciding that, you know what, we'll just do this one more time.
Let's go.
Getting ready for InCONjunction, where we're going to be live all weekend long.
Yeah, we better get into practice because that's probably the best way. What's up, everybody? It's Crazy Chris, and you may know me from Sunday Night Madness fame. I'm also the star of the Black Book movie.
Yeah, the star.
Listen, I had a critical and very important role to play in that movie.
Yeah. But so now wave, since you're now on the screen.
Oh, I'm on the screen now. Oh, hi, everybody. Yeah, and that'll do it for the show. Peace out. No.
But we got a lot coming up. We're going to talk about like what we're doing in InCONjunction. We're going to be talking about some of the other stuff that's been going on around us and all the craziness and all of the other stuff, and how YouTube has not decided to verify me to open. We'll get into that.
Yeah, we don't have any moderators in chat, guys, so go fucking crazy. Oh, well, there we go. Right out of the gate, we're demonetized. That's terrible. I have been dealing with. We have been dealing with so much crap all day long that, and the speaking and the meetings and just constantly having to deal with it. My filter is completely gone. It's just gone. I can't wait for tomorrow. This is just going to be a treat.
This is what we're going to cover, and here we go. All right, so
We're back.
and
We're back, baby.
we're back. But yeah, we are doing InCONjunction,
Yes, sir.
and the schedule is as follows for us. At like 5 o'clock on Friday
That's PM.
p.m., I am one of 3 hosts for a podcast 101.
Which is hilarious.
Because it's like me and 3 other women, or 3 women, or 2 women and me, or whatever, talking about podcasting and whatnot.
I see you. I see you over there.
Right.
I see you.
So, but I've done plenty of panels, but I have never really done something like, learn how to podcast, because it's brutally simple. I have just like a little bit of information, and then like, no, go try it.
Yeah,
Literally, my advice is, go try it.
Yeah, I mean, anybody that's watching us live right now, hello. You guys are more than welcome to type in the chat room, talk to us. I will be looking down periodically to see what's going on in the chat, so make sure you guys drop us questions if you want to ask us anything at all. We'll be doing that pretty much the entirety of the show, but
Right.
yeah, the the amount of times that I have asked people who have successful podcasts what the secret is, and 90% of the time, the majority of the time, the response that I get over and over and over again is
just
to do it. Just
Yeah.
run out of the gate, stumble, fall flat on your face repeatedly, and then get your face nice and conditioned to that feeling.
Get it all calloused.
Get it all calloused.
and then just jump in. Eventually you're gonna find something that works,
100%.
and you're just gonna go with it.
100%. Or you'll just do what we do and say, you know what, our numbers may not look great, but we got it where it counts. So that's what's important. That means 2 things.
Yeah.
Take that down, YouTube, you jerks.
So speaking of YouTube, let's just get this out of the way. So like we were sitting here, and I'm trying to find a way to allow him to be able to post and do all of this other stuff. So it takes a lot of the weight off of me, because everything has to go through me at
Right.
the moment.
And he has a job.
And yeah,
And it's
I have
a
like
nightmare.
technically I have
It's
like
decent.
3.
Well, I mean, yeah.
So
And let me tell you how annoying it is for me to constantly have to be like, here's another video. Here's another video.
you know how annoying it is for me to constantly be like, there's another video, god damn it.
Or to look at it and be like, there's no video. And I'm like, dude, I literally just emailed it. There's no video. It's super annoying. Otherwise, I could just be like, hi, YouTube, it's me. And then we could just do our thing.
It's me, Mario.
Oh, there's our copyright strike right there. It is.
But no, so but so I was on it. I was like, I'm going to add him as a moderator, as an admin or whatever.
Right.
Just like give him the function so he can post and do all the stuff that he needs to do.
I want to bring you guys quality content. And anybody that's watched any of our shows know that's a freaking lie. Just total top-down lie.
But so was trying to get all that stuff done, got it moved in the right direction, was heading in the thing, and then it popped up saying that I needed to verify that I was who I am, and
I is who I say I is.
I am he who says I am.
Well, now the religious crowd's going to come after him. Listen, I'm trying to be in the middle here. It's just not possible. I got to pick a side sometime.
So trying to figure that out, and it kept kicking back, and I was like, okay, and I did all the steps for them to verify. They said, okay, it'll take like 2 weeks for it to go through. 2 weeks later, it still kicks back that I need to be verified, and then I have to go through all of these steps all over again, and I go through the steps all over again. This has been going on since January.
Yeah. Well, to be quite honest, we had an entire platform before this. We got booted, half yanked, and then they jerked our chain around forever. We lost hundreds of subscribers. It was insanity. I have no idea what happened. We don't know what happened. We still don't know. We were trying to put out content. He was running Paranormal Hobo. We were doing We the Horrible People. There were countless other content on the channel, and it just somehow just got booted off, and then we lost videos, we lost audio, we lost so much stuff.
Yes.
And YouTube's like, I don't know. It's like you ask your toddler what happened to, like, why is there crayon all over the crown? See, I do it too. Why is there crayon all over the wall? Right? I don't know. And they're literally like mouthful of crayons and like marker all over their face. They're like, I don't know. I have no idea. Kids they're literally the most brilliant, devilishly smart, stupid creatures on the planet. Like,
this coming from a parent.
I'm a parent. I have 3 beautiful children. I love them to death. But my God, the things, like, I'm going to tell the story because I love this. It's so stupid. Okay, I'm sleeping. I had been working late nights and things like this. So I'm sleeping. It's probably, I don't know, 11 o'clock in the morning, maybe 10 o'clock in the morning, something like that. I'm still asleep. At the time, my ex was awake. My child, excuse me, she was laying in bed next to me, and all of a sudden, I hear screaming, and I have no idea what's going on. I'm roused from my slumber. Now, when I slumber, I don't exactly wear usual accoutrements, right? My attire is more of the birthday variety, and I've been like that since the Army. That's just how I am, and.
Because that's safe.
Right. Because that's how I wanted to fight. I was, if you're going to come in and you want to engage in combat, let's go. You should keep a split screen, by the way. Like, just keep a split screen the whole time. That way they can see your reactions to the dumb shit that I say. So
yeah, I mean, that is what
I mean, you do have a pretty face. And you're about to give an entire, dissertation on podcasting 101. So,
yeah, apparently.
Yeah, so you should just keep it. Just get used to it, man. You're going to be on stage.
Okay,
so,
yeah.
I hear screaming, and I'm roused from my slumber, and I jump out of bed, and I'm looking around, and I'm trying to figure out what's going on. The way that the room was set up, there was literally this bedroom. It was here, and then there was a hallway, and I know I'm blocking my sound, but there's a hallway right here, and we go, like, right here's the dining room, and I see this warm, beautiful red glow in my room, and I'm like, that's a really weird light, because I'm still half asleep. It's a really weird light. I don't know what to do. So I go in.
Is it on fire?
I'm getting there. I'm getting there, Sally Spoil Sport.
Well, no, like, I haven't heard this story before, so that was...
So but yes, I look out the door into the dining room, and the curtain is just ablaze. And I don't mean like it's a little bit on fire. No, it is ablaze. There is fire. It's up on the ceiling. It's starting to hit the tile. It is in a bad way. And this is a house too, but we had drop tile roof. It was weird. Don't ask weird questions. So they had these drop tile roofs, it's touching them, it's turning them black, and now thankfully they're made of asbestos, so they're not going to catch fire. It's perfect.
No, it just like burn your lungs.
But, right, exactly. Yeah, we got you get the cancer, but you don't get the house burnt down. So that's it's a trade-off. So and honestly, kind of thankful that's what it was,
right.
probably made out of. But anyways, I look up and I see this and I'm like, so butt naked. I run out. My 2-year-old is in the curtains, and I yank him out of the curtain. Now at this point, Jess, sorry, my ex is kind of flipped out at this point. She's trying to figure. She's like, "What are you like? Call 911." I was like, "No, just grab something, put out the fire, yank off the curtains, do something." So I yank Chris, my son, and I yank him out of the curtain, and I basically throw him into the. I'm like, "Get back! I'll save you!" I Superman tossed him into the freaking living room. I'm like, "Nah!" Right, and
so
he's just like,
it's,
"Woo!"
Yeet.
Yeah, I mean, I yeeted my son right out of the room. My eldest is 5, 6. They're about the 3 to like in that general area, and of course he's freaking out, and he's like, "Oh no, no!" And so I'm just butt naked running through my house, and I end up yanking the curtains down off the window. Like I grab a hold of them on fire because I'm brilliant, on fire, and I yank them off the wall. Off the window, and they drop them on the floor because I'm like, this is going to be a lot easier to deal with if it's down here
in a centralized location,
right, rather than up there where I can't reach it. And then I grab pots. We hadn't done dishes, so there was like 2 pots in the sink, and I filled them both up with water. And I'm literally like throwing bottles of water. I'm dumping Mountain Dew on the on this fire to eventually get the fire put out. It's fine. All right, who did it? Right. Now everything's calmed down. Everything's settled. Didn't end up having to call the fire department. No, we had smoke inhalation, nothing like that. The house was smoky. Fire alarms going off, stuff like that. But we ended up opening the doors, windows, and just letting the smoke kind of filter its way out. And, all right, who did it? Right. And so my son looks at me. Hey, Evan, what's going on, buddy? Evan's in the chat. What's up, bro?
What's up, Evan?
Nice to see you, man. But my son looks at me, my eldest, and he goes, Chris got your lighter. And he lit the curtains on fire. And my son goes, mm-hmm. And he nods his head. And I'm like, I mean, he's 2. He knows better than to play with the lighter, but at the same time, like, I'm not going to blister his hind end because he got into my stuff, Like, right. I try not to operate under that parenting strategy. I do my absolute darndest to not do that to my kids because I just don't think it's I'm sure there's spank parents out there, and that's great. Good for you. But I try not to do that with my kids. And I'm like, okay. So we all sit down as family. We have this whole long conversation about this. Now, I'm going to flash forward because now everything is settled. Don't touch the lighters in the house. Don't set things on fire. Cool. We get this whole story, right? Everything's settled. Flash forward. About 3 years ago, my son, who is now 13, my middle child is 13, and he comes to me and he says, well, I wanted to tell you guys, but it was actually me that set the curtains on fire, but I knew you'd be mad. So I blamed it on Chris, and he just took the blame. And I just looked at him and I was like, you are such a butthole. Like you are. Like,
at least he finally came clean.
He did. He did come clean, and that's when I feel like we fostered a good environment for him to finally come clean. But I wish that he would have just admitted it then, because I mean the punishment, he'd have been grounded. But that's really that's probably what it boiled down. He'd have been grounded. I might have blistered his butt. I mean any number of stupid things. Apparently if I wax the top of my head, I'll look like a dirty icicle on the day before Christmas. Thanks, right, bro. I appreciate that. That's how I get my beard wet and freeze it, right? So I have an icicle hanging off my face. But yeah, so I told that entire story just in this vein, in that kids are insanely devilishly smart. My son knew how to operate the lighter. He even knew if I set these curtains on fire, and then instantly, because my youngest was holding the lighter.
He's like, here, hold this.
In the fire, he handed him the lighter and then backed out. He did not think to save his brother's life. He was just like, well, when they find his body, he'll be holding the lighter. They'll blame him. Fiendishly, devilishly smart, our children. But They're just dumber than a box of squirrel crap. Like, they're just not intelligent sometimes. And that is what YouTube is.
I like how you use that whole story just to say YouTube.
This is YouTube in a nutshell. They'll set your entire tapestry, your entire
tapestry.
house on fire. They did it. Like, that is literally what they are. A bunch of children with fire ignition systems. Just like literally smoky treat ignition systems. That's what YouTube is. Just giant turd-based.
On that note, if you don't want to have to deal with that, go to geekpublicradio.com. At geekpublicradio.com, it's only $5 to become a member. You get access to all of the stuff that we do, like the live shows that we're going to have all weekend long. The only way you're going to find those outside of like the odds and ends that we post here on YouTube, all of that's going to be live on our website in the members only section. So, like I said, $5, you can get access to all of that stuff. We will be at InCONjunction this weekend, and we are going to be doing a live show from Days of the Dead.
Yes.
From our booth, which I do believe is just down the way from Richard Dreyfuss and Lou Gossett Jr., and all of the really cool people that are going to be there at
and now we're one of the cool people.
Yeah, selling our movie, doing all of the fun stuff.
Yep.
Don't mind the old guy in the booth; he just pays for it all.
So everyone, Redhead Sith says so. Everyone and everything is getting flamed. Is essentially yes, that 100% correct. Yes, we're going to bring our youngest to the show or to the con and just let him go. Hey, remember what you did that one time? Just do it again. And then everything will be burnt down but Geek Public Radio booth, and you'll have no choice but to come and assimilate. I mean, join geekpublicradio.com.
Right. Resistance is useless.
Evan is talking about how we have... Oh, no, I know who it is, Dave. I'm perfectly aware. I was just using your YouTube name because you hadn't revealed yourself on the chat. So, Evan is, yes, Dex is promoting something about a movie, and that we're going to be doing a live thing. So I guess that's a good segue for us to talk about it. Evan, since you're in the chat room, Dave, since you'll be probably a part of this entire exchange. So on August 28th, right here in Anderson, Indiana, down at the Dickman Town Center, basically Meridian Park. What? Like, I'm making
like
sure that because people are going to say the wrong thing,
right?
And they're going to be jerks about it. So I'm trying to make sure that they don't do that. So it's the Dickman Town Center, based Meridian Park. So right downtown, we're going to have Black Book in the Park. We're going to be premiering the movie.
Mm-hmm.
We're ironing out some final details about what's actually going to occur. That's going to be, we're going to try to put on the biggest, best show possible. And we're working with Kettletop and a lot of the local businesses around the area to help put on this show. We're going to try to make it, as, like I said, as big and as bombastic as possible. We want you guys to walk away with a great experience. So that's the goal. That's the plan. That's going to be August 28th. Tentative start time is going to be 4 o'clock. But that is subject to change. We will have, again, more details as we develop the itinerary. Once that's done, shout out to Dan. Once we develop the itinerary, we'll have more details as those come along. But yeah, with Dex and all them, it's going to be
it's going to be like whatever we do. It's all going to culminate up into watching the movie.
Yep.
And then spin that into an after show thing for those who want to stay around for like an after party or whatever. Right there in Kettletop.
And by the end of it all, once we get all the equipment and stuff torn down, we're going to need to drink. So you guys can stick around after all of that event to hang out with us if you're an adult. Obviously, this is open to all ages. This is going to be an all-ages event. So other than the alcohol in the bar, which you're not going to be able to bring your children into. But Kettletop will be helping us with all of that, and it's going to be an extremely fun event for everybody involved. So
yeah, and it's looking at like blocking off from 10th Street all the way to 13th. So
yeah, it's gonna be
you're
huge.
looking at like BYOB, Creatures, all of that stuff, all the way
everything
down the street.
Usual Suspects. All of those things are going to be blocked off. Even if you wanted to meander on down to Croker Heads, you could do that too. So really looking forward to it. August 28th at the Dickman Town Center and Meridian Park for Black Book in the Park. So you guys will actually get a chance to see the premiere of the movie.
It's not a premiere.
No, I'm sorry.
It's a release party.
It's a release party. Apologies. My apologies, Rutledge. My apologies.
Well, no. My apologies, distributor who doesn't want us to flag it as being a premiere.
Our apologies, distributor. We're sorry.
We're
so sorry, corporate overlords. We're sorry.
We are signing the distribution papers for the movie here shortly. So.
Okay. So, yeah, we do have distribution and stuff like that, but you guys are going to get a chance to see it. So it's a release party. You guys will be able to actually watch the film at the park.
I know we're talking about like maybe a cornhole tournament.
Yeah.
And like a lot more.
No, regardless of how it shakes down, there will be a cornhole tournament. So at very minimum, we're going to have a cornhole tournament. At minimum.
Well, and we're talking about like some kind of a video game tournament type thing.
Video games. Maybe some live bands. We're trying to put together the best and biggest show.
Something you can sit all day at.
Yes.
And literally have you entertained.
So mark your calendars. August 28th, 4 o'clock, Dickman Town Center, Anderson, Indiana, on Meridian Street. Do not miss it. It is going to be a fantastic event. Mostly because we're involved. But there's other things too.
Sorry, I have to look back because
I know, right?
my screen that has all the chat stuff is like behind me.
So Evan wants to know if I'm in the movie dancing. The answer is
kinda.
Yeah.
Kinda.
Yeah, that's absolutely. Yeah, actually, if you wanted to phrase it like that, I am in fact in the movie. I have a tremendous part. No one in the history of movies has had as tremendous a part as I have. It is huge.
It's huge.
It was not in China, but it's huge. So yeah, I am in the movie. I'm actually really cool. I'm actually really cool. I love that. It's actually really cool that I'm in the movie. Hey, cuz, just in there. A magic mic maker. Okay, I like that. Magic mic maker.
We can make that movie, but I think we would break lenses.
Well, you know what? We're going to make it anyway. And speaking of movies, we have another film that we're attempting gearing up to make.
Gearing up for.
I am
jazzed. Backwoods.
I wasn't going to say the title because I wasn't sure if we could.
No, we can say the title of it.
Awesome.
It is set.
Backwoods. We're going to be making Backwoods. Topher, myself, and a couple of others. We're going to actually just be putting this together. We're going to try to make a small production into a big stage presence, and we're very excited for that as well. I'm excited for that. God, man, we have so many projects coming down the line. So many projects.
Like I said, InCONjunction this weekend, and 16th is Days of the Dead. We have the thing in the Dickman Town Center on the 28th, and then we're pushing to try to make Days of the Dead in Chicago. We're pushing to do some more fun stuff. So, like, that's just that. That's not including filming Backwoods. That's not including Gen Con, which is in September.
Gen Con's in September?
Yeah, because it got pushed.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Yep.
So they could do the in-person, so they pushed it to September.
So how about this for an incentive of membership?
Which, hopefully, if everything goes right, we will be at Gen Con.
Yeah, that's a big plan, too. That's Days of the Dead. We're going to try to get into Horror Hounds. We're trying to get into all of these cons so that we can bring you guys some more excellent content on our membership section. But speaking of membership, $5, by the way, gets you access to all kinds of cool videos, behind-the-scenes stuff that you cannot see on YouTube. There's stuff that we absolutely cannot put on this platform because they would demonetize us. Not that they pay us to begin with, but eventually they will probably start to do so. And then
they'll just delete videos and then
or they'll just delete stuff and slap ban hammers on us. So we don't want to risk that at the moment. We're not quite that big. But how difficult? I'm going to post this idea to you on air right now in front of everybody. So on the spot answer. Here we go. How difficult would it be to stream in the membership section the Black Book release party?
Very difficult.
Would it be very difficult?
Yes, it'd be
Would it
very
fall under copyright issues?
No, it wouldn't be a copyright issue, but it would be a logistic nightmare.
Okay. All right, so we can't stream it. Maybe we can't stream it. Maybe we should look into it because that would be a tremendous incentive for people to become members of the website. So I think we should look into this.
I mean, we can have a special night, like if enough people from this event wants to, or from here wants to join, like we can actually set up a night where we will stream the movie itself, like with our commentary. Like we will sit here and watch it with you live on stream.
There we go. That's perfect.
So we'll have the movie playing, and then just our audio comes over top of it.
All right, there you go. There's your answer, Jess. If you're still Jessica, if you're still in there watching, because she's in Tokyo, or not Tokyo, excuse me, she's in Japan. She's in Japan, so her ability to be able to come to this event is
limited.
Yeah, very, very limited.
Yeah.
Travel arrangements might be difficult, but yeah. So there you go. So there's a membership incentive for you, and we'll put that together obviously after the 28th because we need to completely focus all of our efforts on this. But believe me, it's a giant undertaking.
Like I said, with that and having two conventions in the middle between it.
Right. Jessica said she moved in the wrong year. Oh my God. Okay, Evan wants me to share this story, and I may or may not, but depends on the time. But he wants me to tell a story about the night that I drove him and Fergie home from the bar, and Evan almost lost his life at my hands.
Were we having a little too much to drink?
Yeah, it was a bad night. But I'm gonna put a pin in that, Evan. And if we have some time, I'll jump into it. But we don't want to spend too much time on this live. We want to make sure that we get all this information out to you guys as best as we can.
No, we can spend some time on the live.
No, what I mean is like I don't want to waste a whole bunch of time with story time with Crazy Chris because that's a whole. I have an entire podcast for that. It's called Sunday Night Madness.
Story time.
Secret time. So yeah, Black Book in the Parks will be brought to you by Black Book Movie. So if you have any information or any questions about the movie itself, you can go to
blackbookmovie.com.
Okay, see, these are our sponsors, and I still just get this wrong. Anyways, blackbookmovie.com will have all the answers for you guys there. We talked about InCONjunction. So if you guys do come and see us at InCONjunction this weekend, we're going to have copies of the actual Black Book. We're going to have DVDs, stickers. I wrote all this stuff down. This is why you see me guys looking down, because I'm like, I want to make sure that I cover this. I actually had notes for once. Black Book, DVDs, the Black Book, actual Black Book novel, DVDs from some of our prior stuff that we've released, including the Tube.
Right.
Stickers, all kinds of merch that you're going to be able to find at our little booth. Let's see.
The convention came a little too soon.
It did. Like, we've had plenty of time to get ready for the convention. Everything else was
right. But the movie itself literally will be in our hands on the 7th.
Yep.
As in a huge boxes of DVDs and
the greatest box of DVDs that anyone's ever seen.
You can get them right now. Actually, you can buy it right now on blackbookmovie.com. You can buy your own copy of both the book and the movie.
Yup.
And if you bring it to any event where we are at, I will sign it. He will sign it.
Nobody wants your signature. It's not like you actually made the movie, produced, directed, starred it. He did all of those things.
Stephen Durgan will be there. They'll sign it. If you come to the event, we may have a couple of the other actors who were there, who are part of it. One might be an Emmy Award winner. That might be showing up.
No. He is an Emmy Award winner. He might show up.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's part of the thing that we want to bring up. We want to bring to you guys as well as that event, the Black Book in the Park, August 28th in Anderson, Indiana, at the Dick Midtown Center.
I know we keep saying this, but it's just in case people pop in.
Honest to
out.
God, it's honestly we're shameless self promotion, and that's what these live videos are all about. It's for you guys to ask us questions, like Jessica's asked us questions, Evan's asked us questions, Dave's popped in to say hello as well. So that's really why we keep promoting these things and talking about this stuff, is because we really want you guys to have the information. So anybody new that pops in can get it as well. But yeah, August 28th at Dickman Town Center in Anderson, Indiana, the Memorial Park. Where you guys can actually Memorial Street Park, where you guys can come and see all this stuff. But we're trying to get that little block of time scheduled for the actors, some of the actors that were in the movie, myself, Emmanuel, Dominic. I'm just drawing blanks right now because I'm staring at the camera and I'm really camera shy.
There's one person who we can't promote that was in the movie, who may also be there. But he was there in a different capacity, but he also was in the movie. But he's under contract that we cannot promote that we can't use him.
We can't use him for a promotion for an event outside of the actual movie itself, which is that's not what this is. So we have to be extremely careful because we do have contractual obligations to use some of these actors, and we have to be very careful. But we've already talked to Emmanuel, and he's expressed interest. It's just a matter of scheduling. He's
as long as
very, very busy person.
Yeah, as long as he's not on set, he said he would love to be here. He thinks he's excited, and he can't wait.
I loved working with him. He was such
a big ball.
Yeah,
he's just a ball of this positive energy,
like super positive energy, bouncing off the walls. Like, and he matched my energy, which made me more excited, which I think made him more excited. But I think it translated well between the chemistry as well, and on the set. I think it translated well, and it made the entire experience so much fun. And I think that particular day, I feel like you're not in a bad mood, but it was like you were like, man, we gotta get this done. This is all we gotta do. You were just like, go, go. And then between me and him,
on set, no, like whenever I'm on set, we got to get this done. I am acting. I can't disengage the second AD in me that has been on several shoots. So I'm always thinking about time management while trying to get my stuff from you, Dominic, when you guys did your fight scenes stuff.
Don't spoil too much.
Don't spoil too much.
Spoiler,
there's a fight scene.
There's a fight scene.
But when you guys were doing the choreography and all of that, and then when we moved and did all moved from transition to, so I'm working with you, I'm working with them, I'm trying to get everything done.
Yeah, you're 4 different people at the same time. It's actually pretty incredible to witness.
And then at the same time, I'm also in the back of my head going, we have to move this shot along. We have to get this here. We have to do this. We have 20 minutes to get this done. We have 20 minutes to get this done. Then it's going to take 10 minutes to move the camera.
But we made you laugh.
Yeah, no.
We made you laugh.
Yeah. So there's a lot of stuff going on in my head when I'm even there. I had an AD.
Well, and you still were just like, I'm gonna do this anyway.
I kind of Spielberged it in a sense, like, because Joe was the one who.
Well, that's Steven Spielberg over here.
No, like
I know what you meant. I know.
The joke from it wasn't Spielberg. Who was it that
was it? Shoemaker.
It might have been Shoemaker.
Joel Shoemaker. Yeah.
When it was on Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back or whatever. Where they're on the set with no,
that was Spielberg.
Was it?
Yeah.
No, I think it was Shoemaker.
Was it okay?
I don't know. Chat, do you remember?
Yeah. Anybody in chat remember who was actually the producer? There you go. That's a fun trivia question.
Yeah.
Who was the producer?
Who is the director that Jay and Silent Bob on Goodwill Hunting 2 hunting season? Like, what was the director? Because he was just sitting there counting money, as like they're like. And everybody else was doing the job.
Because Spielberg was in the very beginning of Goldmember for the Austin Powers. He was shooting the Tom Cruise as Austin Powers scene, like because that was Spielberg,
right?
Which I thought was hilarious, just as an aside. But
because they stopped me like, "Hey, what is my movie? I asked not to be disturbed." He's sitting there like counting money.
Was it even Weinstein?
No, it was I can't remember. It was a big director. I can't remember off the top of my head.
Okay, so
just because it's like so late at night.
Right, I know. I'm the same way. So yeah.
So I would sit back and let Joe action cut, do all that stuff while I'm staring at the monitor, trying to get everything, moving.
Right. No, I'm in the.
As you're typing away in chat.
Yeah, I'm trying. Well, I'm trying to. Evan and my cousin went to school together.
Okay. So they're.
Yeah, they actually know each other. Just bizarre. Like of the random. What is it? Like 5 people in chat?
Did you not know?
No, I didn't realize. No. Yeah, it's like 5. Let me see. Hold on. Yeah, I know I'm like leaning way off the mic here, but I'm looking at something in chat. So. Yeah, that's insane. Okay, yeah, so I guess they went to high school together. Okay, cool. Neat. Small world. But that how random is that? Like it's just
right?
like a super random thing. Small world. But yeah, so just
don't start singing, we'll get demonetized.
It's a dumb world. There, take that, Disney, who actually owns YouTube. You guys should look that up sometime. It's kind of freaky. But yeah, we're finishing. On top of all of this other stuff that we're doing, getting ready for InCONjunction, we've got the Black Book in the Park on August 28th at Dickman Town Center, Memorial Street Park, downtown Anderson. On top of all of that, we're doing finishing the audio book of the Black Book. So We're trying to get that out for distribution as well. We're trying to finish that.
As soon as that's done, we're gonna send. It'll be up on Audible.
Yeah,
and a few other places that do carry audiobooks. So that will be a thing, and we're hoping to have that out before we hit Days of the Dead.
Sorry.
So, I mean...
No, that's... I would love to have that. Actually, that should be out before we actually go to Days of the Dead. I don't foresee that being too much of an issue.
I think we only have like 4 left or something like that.
Yeah, they're just like the super, super long one.
They're like 27.
This Audible is going to end up being like 6 hours long. Like, and it's, I'm doing all the voices in it, which, I'm doing this live video right now.
Just to relax.
I want you guys to understand something. I'm sorry. You'll understand when you buy the Audible and you listen to the book. I did all the voices, and I'm sorry.
Well, no, like to be honest though, there was some that required an accent.
Well, no, I'm not even apologizing for that. That's not even the one. I have to listen. There are a lot of girls in these stories, okay? And I have two girl voices. I am a male. And on top of that, I have a testosterone level that's probably way up here somewhere that causes me a lot of times to inflect and just infer that masculine voice. So even when I'm doing these girls' voices,
all right, do the girl voice.
Okay, I'm gonna do the Valley Girls. I got Valley Girl and Concerned Mother. That's really the only two I got. Oh my God! Like really? That's incredible. But you can still hear, especially on the tail end of the L, you can hear the bass in that voice. Like you can hear. So it's like, oh my God, that's like so stupid. And then Concerned Mother, are you okay? Is everything okay? Like that's it. That is my range of female voices because I'm not female. And this one particular story had like 4 of them, and I was like, oh God.
And he's like, I don't know. What's funny is it's even more hilarious.
Took 2 hours.
One of the first time it ended up being like a 45-minute story, and it's actually going to be one of them that we put up for the GPR bedtime stories here soon.
Yeah, it's just part of the series. This is a culmination of the entire series of bedtime stories. Well, not all of them, but a lot of them, like 90%.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's going to be some in there that aren't
right,
but they aren't in the book. But I came in and he was like, I cursed you the entire time, and like, damn you, and this, that, and the other. And I was like, what? And he goes, enter the novice. I said, yeah. He goes, you told me to start with that one. He goes, I was like, yeah. And he goes, what is that word? And he like went through like this whole list of and I had to go through and help him with pronunciations because as an archaeologist, I wrote it as an ethnography. So I went through like Cambodian words and other things and all of this stuff, and he was like quite literally looking at me like, I needed you here, and you weren't
here.
you were working, and you were like, oh no, just go ahead and do that one while I'm gone.
Right. He picked the one that I would need his assistance on for me to do while he was gone. And it's
it's heavy exposition on like on cosmic
religion,
like cosmology,
awareness, and just detailed, which were really good explanations into this foray and into these experiences.
It's like a whole religion. I built an entire religion specifically for this.
Because
this
he
story.
built this entire religion, there was a pantheon of names of these deities that don't have any translation anywhere. So you can go to Google and you can get onto Google and you're like, hey, I'm going to look up this word, and this word's going to be this, and this word's going to be that. I love how you turned me down like right when I realized I was too loud. But I go on to here, and I'm like, Phnom Penh, right? I almost did it anyways, but it's Phnom Penh. And I know this. I'm perfectly aware of how to pronounce and what the word Phnom Penh is. I know what it is.
And for those who don't, or who are like, what is Phnom Penh? It starts with a PH.
Right. And there's Khmer, right? or Khmer.
Yeah.
Right. But they're actually interchangeable in that you can say either one of them and it's correct. But it's Khmer and then Khmer.
Come here.
Come here, but Khmer.
Like Khmer Rouge.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm saying these
bad guys.
I know how to pronounce these words. They're fairly, I wouldn't say easy to pronounce, but if you know anything about the language, they're pretty easy to figure out. So I'm going through these and I'm pronouncing those words just fine. It took me 2 pages of recitation. Literally took me almost 30 minutes. And for perspective purposes, 2 pages usually takes maybe 10 minutes, maybe 10. So it took me triple the amount of time. I ended up cutting like 40%.
No, it was like well over an hour, and then like as you're cutting everything down, it got down to like 45 minutes.
Yeah, by the time, I think it ended up being 42 minutes, and I ended it at an hour and 6 minutes. So 24 minutes. And there was actually a string of there was a string of profanity in there where I was cursing Chris because of these words. And it was really funny going back through and doing all the edits and having to like make sure that I'm cutting this here, take a deep breath out, whatever.
Like he started editing and it was like 7:30 or so.
Evan, don't make it worse.
It was like 7:30, 2:30 in the morning when he finished editing. Mm-hmm. That's not recording. That's just editing.
It took me over 4 hours to edit, easily. It was over 4 hours. I started editing right around 8 o'clock. So yeah, it was like 4.5 hours of editing.
And in fairness, though, you were stressed out, so I took you to bowling.
He did. We did. We stopped at like 9, and then we rushed to the bowling alley, and they were super accommodating.
It was like 9:30. We got there at 9:30, and they said they let us bowl like one game.
Yeah,
which ended up because they kept messing up. We ended up bowling like 2
15
games.
Yeah, we ended up bowling like 15 frames instead of 10.
Something like that.
It was great. But they were really accommodating. I had like good fun. It was a good breakup too. Like just a good. It was a great breakup. The best breakup ever.
Just to decompress after all of those hours of recording.
Yeah, it was, and I felt terrible too because I was honestly trying to finish the entirety of the book before InCOnjunction, and I had to tell him last night. I was like, "This isn't going to happen, man. I'm really sorry."
And then today we're like, "We're gonna." You got a couple things done today.
Yep.
And then we spent the rest of the day
cutting out stickers and sticking them.
Yeah, doing stickers and all of that other stuff. And
we do everything around here, and I have a brand new appreciation for the amount of work that Chris puts into the studio, which is a bunch. Now, Chris has the benefit, or Topher has the benefit that he's been doing this for 37 years. So
not that long, but you're close.
He's been doing this since he was a wee lad. He was 18 years old. He started in this business, and then here we are 47 years later.
I'm not as old as my face lets on.
He's not as old as his face lets on, nor is he as far away as his hairline appears to be from his forehead.
Says the bald guy.
Hey, first of all,
hey,
that's
I
my
still
choice.
Have.
You actually, I think, have more hair than me.
So you may shave it, but it still tells where your hairline starts.
It does, because I don't bick it, but I will. I'm going to start.
That's actually
real
what
soon.
That's actually what I was going to do with
That's
this
real
one. I want one of those skull shavers that
Oh yeah. Oh, those are so good. I use like the 5-blade one that's like for your face, but clearly I don't use it on my face. And it's great. Except the hair that grows on your face isn't the same hair that grows on your head.
And your head, as you know from wrestling, is really easy to nick and bleed.
I'm going to tell you guys right now. I'm going to let you into some industry secrets that's going to break your little hearts. So with
all you have to do is watch Dark Side of the Ring, and
I mean that's true, but a lot of people aren't going to put that kind of effort into it. So
I actually like that series.
Oh, I did too. 100%.
They're back.
Evan is.
We ramble on live stream. That's the
yeah.
problem.
No, we do it all the time. But that's the whole thing about live stream. Like, deal with it. Tough. If you're watching this and you didn't see it live, then you weren't participating in the chat. Apparently, I have a Vegeta hairline, according to Evan, and and then suddenly I want to take a trip in a vehicle again and throw Evan out of the door because he was. Yeah. But yeah, so we've got all kinds of nonsensical, crazy stuff going on, and just a hot mess. And I'm really actually excited for InCONjunction because it's going to feel like a break from all of this. Like, and I can't even imagine what it's going to feel like to you because, yeah, we're finishing the audio book. We've got the August 28th in the Black Book in the park at Dickman Town Center in downtown Anderson, Indiana. We have all of these new things coming up. We have the InCONjunction is tomorrow. Once that's wrapped up, then we have to start getting ready for Days of the Dead.
Yeah, it literally wraps up on the 4th. So like 4 p.m. on Friday or Sunday.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Sunday.
China. That's gonna get flagged, by the way. Like, watch, that'll be the word that gets the YouTube flag.
But no, we get so just as soon as that ends, like, make it back in time to go check out the fireworks and have all of the fun stuff. And then Monday morning hits while everybody else is getting the observed 4th of July. We get to put our nose back to the grindstone because that puts us at literally 2 weeks countdown to make sure that everything is done.
Yep. Black Book. The distribution finalization for Black Book. We have the audio book that needs to be finished. So I have all those stories that we need to read. We have more videos and stuff that we need to. So on top of this, guys, on top of all of this stuff,
we still got to put out.
We still have to put out videos. Like, we're still doing GPR research. We're still doing Sunday Night Madness research. We're going to start getting the Criminal Fix back in here really soon. That's coming back too. As soon as Krista comes back from her vacation, or Jassel. Sorry. As soon as Jassel comes, so anybody watches live, oh no, you know what her name is. Jassel is going to be coming back from vacation. She's going to be put on here, and then she's going to be starting to do the Criminal Fix again. We got the comic book guys with Dave and Jeff. All of these shows.
The funny
on top of all of this stuff.
The funny thing is this week, part of the reason we're doing the live is we didn't have because of being so busy, we didn't have any shows. Like, we did a react, and we put up this week's bedtime stories.
Yeah.
And that was it.
That's it. And
we didn't have anything yesterday. I don't think there was a video.
I think the react was yesterday.
Okay.
Like, I'm 90% sure the react of the bedtime story was yesterday. One of the two was yesterday. I think you did the bedtime story on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we had that, and there has just been so much to do. We haven't been able. So we wanted to make sure that we got a live for you guys before we go to InCONjunction. We wanted to make sure that we talk to you guys, let you guys know what's going on.
And we're going to be live on the InCONsequential stuff, just randomly from different booths and just different rooms and whatnot on our phones onto the YouTube channel.
Right.
So there will be some stuff there. But if you want the live stuff from our booth with people who are on. Who are there? Like, I'm gonna try to get Demetrius Witherspoon, and his so he can talk about the Submerged series. If Troy is there, I would
$5.
If Troy is there,
$1.
I want to get
$2.
The very vocal Viking
$3
to join us on
$4
the thing.
$5. $5. That can get you a foot long at Subway, which you'll consume in 3 minutes, you fat ass. Or it'll get you uncut, uncensored, unbridled, unrivaled, imaginative, brilliant, incredible, inspired content on a kick-ass website known as geekpublicradio.com. $5. $5. 1 month. Try it out. See if you like it. And on top of all the crazy stuff that I just mentioned, that's where I get my name. We have movies.
Yeah, no.
There are literal movies on there that you can watch right now.
You can go on there and watch The Tube. You can go on there and watch...
I'm a member and I don't even have to be.
Yeah. you can go in there and watch The Tube. You can go on there and watch me get my ass kicked.
Thanks, Jess. Have a good night, hon. We'll talk to you soon.
Later. Yeah, for Search for Justice, where I am literally tied up in a shower and beaten.
That's a true story.
You know, we flew all the way down to Tampa, Florida to shoot that.
Yep, all the way down to Tampa, Florida to shoot him being beaten to death. Mm-hmm. And he still came back. The guy we paid, I mean,
it didn't work.
The guy that did it.
It didn't take.
Well, no, it took like 15 takes. Mainly because we just wanted to watch him get beat over and over, but that's beside the point.
Tons and tons and more.
Yes, $5 a month, man. You can't beat that.
And we're all, like I said, we're working on the backwoods, which will be an exclusive for the members. Like, you will have to become a member to watch it.
Yep, 100%.
Until it becomes a part of a larger project.
Part of an anthology. But if that anthology never happens, then the only way for you to actually watch Backwoods, $5. $5. Tell your friends. That's the other thing you guys can do. If you don't want to become a member of the website, I completely understand. There are lots of things that I want to subscribe to. Honestly, I do. Lots of people that I would love to contribute to because there are a lot of great content creators out there that I want to support. But it's actually really difficult to do that, especially if you don't have it on a rotating schedule, or you forget, or you forgot to leave the $5 in there, and you could be broke, and you live paycheck to paycheck. I completely understand all of that. I really do. That being said, if you can't support us financially, that's completely okay. Honest to God, it is.
Yeah.
We get it. But what you can do, and what I will not forgive, what I will not condone, is you not sharing. If you like what we do, share. Sharing.
Sharing is caring.
You can't leave us on the shelf. Let your friends see. Because I know you know a friend that's rich. I know you do. And that's all I need.
We all have that one.
Yeah, we all have that one friend that's like really wealthy. And that's all I'm asking.
And he tries to hide it.
Yeah, that's all I'm asking you. Show that friend. Show the rich friend. Give him a little wink wink. Tag him. Share it. And then tag him in it and be like, hey, I thought you might like this.
Say, hey, you should totally do this, and then give me your username and password.
Yep.
Don't do that.
Don't do that. No, don't. Leave your credit card number below in the comment section. But no, seriously, like share the content. Put it on your Facebook. Share it to your Twitter if you have one. I've actually gotten re-engaged on Twitter, and it's a total bleep show, but I'm there. But yeah, share the content, man. That's another way that you can actually help us. But if you wanted to help us in a more financial way or a more monetary way, absolutely become a member. Then that actually helps us keep these videos going. It helps us pay for all of this kick-ass station that we have, and it funnels our projects. Like, that money helps our projects. You like our movies, you want to see us keep doing this stuff, you want to see us put on this huge production in the park, become a member. If you can't become a member, share the content. Share it to everybody. Like it, subscribe, all that crazy stuff. Just do it. Do it. Takes like 3 seconds. And Evan, I know you're probably watching this while you're pooping. So you have no excuse, bub. You could have shared this like 15 times, told all your friends about it. All 3 of them. I love you, buddy. One of which is actually in the room. So.
Right.
No, I love you, bub. You guys have been incredible. I appreciate you guys jumping in the chat. Jessica, thank you so much, cuz. I'm sure she was probably like, he's swearing an awful lot. I better not let my child hear this.
That happens a lot.
It does. I'm so sorry. Kids should be in bed. But it is in Japan, so I don't even know what time it is there. Dave
probably
popped in.
Tomorrow.
Evan. Probably. Oh, yeah, actually. Evan, all you guys, just like I said, tell your friends. So before we go, tell us where you can reach us. You can reach us on Facebook, Twitter. We're on minds.com. YouTube, obviously you're watching that here. So, I mean, if you didn't figure that out. We're on Instagram, but just find us on Facebook at facebook.com/geekpublicradio. We are on Twitter at Free Geek Radio. Minds is Geek Public Radio.
Yep.
YouTube is obviously youtube.com/Geek Public Radio. Then, of course, you can find everything under one banner for $5 at geekpublicradio.com.
And you don't have to be a member to get access to all of the articles, the reviews, and that stuff as well. So
and
just come in, check out the writing.
Yeah, just as a website. I just put up a punk review. Not terribly long ago. I think that was the other thing. I think we pumped that up. We put that up on the site. But that's just a review. That's not a video. But that was something else that I was doing. I actually had to sit down and listen to an entire CD, which was crazy. I actually haven't done that in so long. It's the first time I'd honestly sat through an entire CD in quite a while. That was really was really cool.
Skip.
That was Fiber. That was kind of a kick-ass thing. I actually kind of appreciated that. But yeah, so. Lots of stuff that we're doing. We're getting ready for InCONjunction. I feel like I've talked all day today, and I know I just kind of yanked the show out from under you. And I was
no, that's fine.
Give me the show. I've got it.
It was you're excited about all of this.
Oh my God, I am though. I can't. I'm trying to hold it in.
I'm just excited to be back doing live shows again.
Right,
like
the convention.
I'm going to, an entire year of not being able to do this.
While you talk.
An entire year of not being able to go out and do the convention stuff. Gen Con got canceled. Yeah, it got with Gen Con being moved to virtual, and the reason where we don't have a live show at Gen Con this coming year is because of they're wanting to split it, and they have limited the amount of live shows, and they limited the programming.
Yeah.
So live shows didn't get included. But that is on slate for next year. They said you will be welcomed back, and everything will be great.
Which I'm super excited for that. So hopefully when that comes back on, will be good. Evan was apparently in fact pooping. So
he's like, "What are you looking at me?"
Said, how did you know? And he did share it. He said, "So Evan, I really appreciate that. Thanks, buddy. Thank you."
Yeah.
See,
Thank
sometimes
you.
all it takes is one share.
Yeah,
just one. That's it. If I can get one person to share every single week, one different person to share every single week, and the same people to keep sharing every single week, in 52 weeks, I'll have 52 people sharing the show. And if those 52 people have 50 friends, that's 2,500 people.
Mm-hmm.
That's how fast it can happen. And then if you just exponentially multiply that.
Right. And then you all send in $1.
And then you all send us $1.
Or you all sign up to the website for $5. And and
shout out Dave Chappelle.
Then you will see a whole bunch of ridiculously fun stuff show up.
Yeah. Tell you what, if that takes off, if you guys help us take off, there will be a tremendous growth, and you will see some crazy crap start coming from this office. That is 100% reality. I promise. We have a lot of content. We have a lot of things we want to do.
So you look at
don't have the money to get it all out there.
Right. I mean, you would be looking at daily content. Multiple daily contents, more movies, more stuff,
more audiobooks, more.
We would actually probably leave the studio.
Yeah.
And move into a whole nother studio space that would be more conducive for everything.
Yeah.
This is a wonderful space. Don't get us wrong.
Yo, it really is.
This is one of the best
spaces that we've had. By far.
But there, if we could get the money, there is a space that literally has multiple.
I think the bookstore might have been the best space that we've ever had, just because of the way it was designed.
Right. Well, we built that.
I know, but this is by far the best setup that we've had.
Right.
By far. It's pretty cool.
But so
you guys are pretty cool too.
But there is just so much stuff that we do. I mean, I start looking back at like I do a lot.
It is
commercials for people. We like to the point where we can cut you a commercial, and it's way cheaper than anywhere else.
100%.
It'll be professional looking, the whole 9 yards, and we can help you get it into on television, both Comcast and Uverse in the area or whatever areas you want.
Also true. This is not we're not blowing smoke. This is 100% truth. If you got a commercial, we can cut it.
Yeah.
If you've got an idea, we can do it. If you want a website built, we got you covered. You want voiceovers? Hi. But again, 2 female voices. That's it. That's the entire range.
But no, we got we can do a lot right here. We do a lot right here. But one thing I wanted to cover before we leave, I'm thinking about changing the way I am built.
What? McAfee didn't uninstall himself.
Well, yeah, no, that's yeah. But no, I'm thinking about changing the way I am built, and for if you guys, for those who may still be in the chat room and whatnot, right now it's just Geek Public Radio, yada yada yada. Like that's how they bill me. But I am an author. I am a published author. I am a filmmaker. And I am an archaeologist. He's
not a doctor.
No. But Dr. Jones, lady.
I just think it would have been cool if you would have been, because you would have been Dr. Chambers.
Mm-hmm.
And it is archaeologist, and archaeologists explore chambers.
Yeah. Well, Indiana Chambers. Do.
Dun dun dun.
But
Derp derp.
derp derp derp.
That's it. Dun dun dun. Derp derp.
But no. So like, I think that's the way opinions here. Would that be a bad way for like Starbase Indie?
Right.
They're into science. They're into promoting science. Mm-hmm. They're into all of that stuff.
Right.
And they're also into having a good con. But they have like NASA people there. They have particle physicists and all of these people.
People that are far, far more intelligent than have any right to be. Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But so I was contemplating making that shift and be like, hi, I'm Topher Chambers, and then having that, as like, I've done 8 short films and 2 feature films, as a director, as a writer, and as a producer,
like as an introduction to people.
Be like, like
hi, I'm Topher Chambers, archaeologist.
Yeah, well, not quite that, but going to these conventions and not being billed as just Geek Public Radio. Hi, I'm Topher from Geek Public Radio.
Oh, I got you.
Because like our blurb is literally says, Geek Public Radio, nerdy stuff from the gutters of the internet and our minds, yada yada yada. Come talk nerdy shit. Come talk nerdy with us.
Well, then I guess what should probably happen, and maybe this
come talk with Topher, the writer, the published author.
So picture the banner, right? That's big banner. And then it says Topher Chambers, and then it has a list of your like Geek Public Radio, because that is the banner you want to fall under.
Right.
So you fall under the banner. I'm burping in the mic. I'm sorry, guys. It's been a crazy day. Get off my back. It's China. Yeah. So we get over, get the big banner, and then the drop down on the banner literally has like the crazy logo, right? And it's Topher Chambers.
Yeah, the logo is literally my face.
Yeah, it is. The logo is actually his face. It's the most beautiful his face has ever been. So it's Topher Chambers, the logo, and then it has a filmmaker, writer, author, or filmmaker, author, archaeologist, blah blah blah, and then podcaster, because really that's what you are. Now, I would say
we also have the radio station.
Radio station, like radio DJ, whatever you wanted to put on there. But I don't know. I feel
that's the only time I have one.
My opinion would be probably to shy away from like putting that on the podcast, so to speak, like, or to put that in like a.
Well, no, I mean like, because if you look at like when we show up, we get put like on the bill of stuff.
You're talking about like a playbill.
No, I'm talking
Like a
about
program.
I'm talking about like when you go to the website, like you see all of these people who have done way less than I have, and they're being like promoted as these people are doing whatever, and then you go 4 pages in, it's like Geek Public Radio.
That's a playbill or program. It's just a virtual one.
Yeah, it's just like, hey, this is who we got. Like Demetrius, I love Demetrius.
Yeah.
He's like, hey, they're always hyping him. I'm like, but
then yes, I would say that when you
because that way people understand. Like, well, I mean, I'm not trying to be whatever. I'm just trying to find a way to get more attention onto the show. I'm trying to find ways to get like, hey, this is whatever, and this is what he's doing.
Yeah,
come listen.
So and I guess like at that point, then it would be when you petition the conventions,
right?
That's
because we're always on like page 5.
It's what you should sell yourself as. You should be selling yourself as those things. Right. Hey, we're Geek Public Radio. My name is Topher Chambers. I'm a writer. I'm an author. I'm a filmmaker. I'm a podcaster. I'm an archaeologist. Maybe not necessarily in that order. I'm a radio DJ. I'm a nerd.
Right.
But then basically having those things, and then it'd be like, oh wow, and honestly, if you were to put yourself in that
entrepreneur.
Yeah, if you would, entrepreneur. I mean, really. I'm not being sarcastic when I'm like, no, seriously. But if you were to put yourself out there to these conventions in that manner, you probably would actually get billed slightly higher because your list of credentials would be longer.
Right. I mean, the reason I'm
hell,
bringing
you
it up.
Slap doctor on there for funsies. What are they going to do, Jack?
The reason why I was asking because I have a hard time promoting myself in anything.
Oh, so then let me do it from now on.
So okay, I mean that's
no, seriously.
But
no.
But I got to thinking like if that's the only way that like even if we're doing shows and doing all the other stuff, like I'm trying to find every way to get people to know, hey, other than like those who watch the show, who listen to the radio station, who listens to the thing, and those who do, thank you so much. we on the radio, we get crazy amounts of listeners.
So let me try this on for you.
Okay.
Introducing the brilliant, the impeccable, the amazing Topher Chambers. He's written more books than Solomon had wives. He's an incredible archaeologist, dug more tombs than Jenna Jameson has had. I'm not comfortable where this is heading. So neither was she. So
but no, I was thinking about going like archaeologist, like Topher Chambers, archaeologist, published author.
Perfect. He has more film credits than Jenna Jameson. there
no, I don't think that's possible. I don't.
No, it's really no. No, her and Mia Khalifa have like 9 trillion. Yeah, but no, don't look those names up, kids.
So I was just thinking, like saying that, Topher Chambers, archaeologist, published author, filmmaker.
Do you have to say published? Is that a thing we have to do?
Yeah, I mean, because if you write, poems in your bathtub, it might, like, I'm an author, but no, I'm a published author. What?
No, we're good. I'm just like. Okay. I mean, you're still
radio personality and podcaster. This is like boom, 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 and there's the list of and entrepreneur. Because nobody can say that I don't just randomly come up with a whole bunch of stuff.
I agree. I'm 100 trillion% all for it. And like I said, if you want me to submit these things from now on, I will. Like, just tell me, hey, it's asking what I want to, like, I'm petitioning this, like, and it's asking me for a description of the thing. And we're like, okay, cool, yep, I got you.
All right.
Because I'm going to tell you right now that if they ask me, I'm going to put writer, because I do. Mm-hmm. And journalism is writing, so tough.
Right.
I'll probably put journalist.
Yeah, you put journalist. You have a press credentials. So.
Yeah, I do actually have press credentials. We do. We're actually press, everybody. Hi. Right. Hate us. But yeah, I honestly, if they were to ask me, it's like journalist, critic, journalist, media critic, radio personality,
I'm a huge media
podcaster,
critic of media.
Yeah, and that's what we are. Like,
Right.
we are critics of media. Like, that's
Yeah.
actually what Geek Public Radio is. We are media critics.
Yeah.
I mean, hell, we had an entire segment about how E3 was a freaking dumpster fire. Because it was!
Somebody said that they liked the Battlefield 2042.
That actually looked really cool. Like,
Yeah.
there were some great parts to E3.
But as a whole.
But that's the whole thing. It's like the dumpster was on fire, but inside that dumpster were some kick-ass mortar shells. Right? So as it's burning, it's like, wow! Oh, yeah, the dumpster's on fire. Wow! So, yeah, you could look at it as like, oh, that was kind of a cool dumpster fire, but it was still burning trash at the end of the
Right.
day. So, yeah.
But no, yeah, for those who
Are about to rock?
yeah, we salute you. It
Yeah,
is
I know it
late.
wasn't proper deal
We
with
are going to get off here and move away from all that stuff. But remember, we are brought to you by daysandnightsbooks.com.
That's
You
not even the
forgot-
sponsor I was going to throw out there this time. I
right.
was actually going to correct my earlier screw up. So you did daysandnightsbooks.com.
Yeah,
and
daysandnightsbooks.com.
And also,
If you're a gamer, if you like games, board games, tabletop games, dice, accoutrement, any of that stuff, daysandnightsbooks.com has everything you want. It's an online store. You can be anywhere in the world. It will come in, it will ship to you, and you can have it, whatever. If you become a member of the site, members of Geek Public Radio get an extra 10% off of all your purchases right there at the store. So if you're a member
thing.
of Geek Public Radio, you can get a discount at Days and Night, Days with a Z, and Nights with a K, books.com. Have fun.
seriously. Also, blackbookmovie.com. Make sure you go there to check out all of the latest news surrounding the Black Book movie. I am Crazy Chris, and I'm freaking exhausted. You guys have been great on the live. Thank you so much.
I was gonna do the dad joke, like, and I am tired.
I'm tired. I'm dad. All right. There you go. There's your dad joke of the night. Pretty punny story.
Yeah. Well, you know how the jokes become dad jokes.
How?
They become apparent.
And we're done. Peace, y'all.
Peace.